Hello students, myself Professor Uday Teke, Department of Commerce, Maharaja Sayajrao Gaikwad Mahavidyalay, Malegaon Camp. Today I am discussing the MCQs on our compulsory paper Advanced Accounting. In this presentation, I share the chapter number 8, Analysis of Financial Statements, that is ratio analysis. So, multiple choice questions on ratio analysis. Before watching this video, please watch my another videos on ratio analysis. The link of these videos is given in description. So first question, the relationship between two financial variables can be expressed in option 1 pure ratio, option 2 percentage, option 3 rate or time, and option 4 either of the above. And the correct answer is either of the above. That means the relationship between two financial variables can be expressed in pure ratio, percentage, rate or time. Next, who is the user of ratio analysis? Option 1 management, option 2 creditors and financial institutions, option 3 investors, option 4 all of the above. And the correct answer is all of the above. That means management, creditors, financial institutions and investors are interested in ratio analysis. Next, which of the following is not a current asset? Number 1 inventory, number 2 prepaid insurance, number 3 fixtures, and number 4 none of the above. And the correct answer is fixtures. That is, fixtures is fixed asset, not current asset. Next, liquidity ratio indicates the ability of a company to meet its number 1 current liability, number 2 tax liability, number 3 long term obligations, and number 4 shareholders claim. And the correct answer is current liability. So liquidity ratio indicates the ability to pay company's current liability. Next, liquid assets are determined by number 1 current assets minus stock minus prepaid expenses, number 2 current assets plus stock and plus prepaid expenses, option 3 current assets plus prepaid expenses, and option 4 none of the above. and the correct answer is current assets minus stock minus prepaid expenses. Next, collection of debtors dot dot decreases current ratio, increases the current ratio, has no effect on current ratio. Number 4, none of the above. And the correct answer is has no effect on current ratio, because due to collection of debtors, cash increases and debtors decreases. Cash is the component of current asset and debtors also component of current assets. So in this transaction, one current asset, that is debtors, converted into another current asset, that is into cash. Hence total current assets has not affected. Next, liquidity ratios are expressed in pure ratio form, percentage, rate or time, and fourth option, none of the above. And the correct answer is rate or time. That means liquidity ratio expressed in rate or time. Next, liquid ratio is also known as quick ratio, acid test ratio, working capital ratio, stock turnover ratio. First option is A and B. Second option is A and C. Third option is B and C. And the fourth option is C and D. Hence, the correct answer is A and B. That means liquid ratio, also known as quick ratio, as well as acid test ratio. These are the two same terms. Quick ratio and acid test ratio is called as liquid ratio. Next, the ideal level of the current ratio is 4 adds 2, 2 adds 1, both A and B, and fourth option, none of the above. And the correct answer is both A and B. That means both 4 adds 2 and 2 adds 1. That means generally ideal current ratio is 2 adds 1, and 2 adds 1 is equal to 4 adds 2. Hence, first and second option is correct answer. Hence, the correct answer is both A and B. That means 1 and 2. Next, net profit ratio is calculated by first option, gross profit divided by gross sales into 100. Second option, gross profit divided by net sales into 100. Third option, net profit divided by net sales into 100. And fourth option, none of the above. And the correct answer is net profit divided by net sales into 100. Next, if the selling price is fixed 25% above the cost, the gross profit ratio is First option 28%, second option 26%, third option 25%, and the fourth option 20%. And the correct answer is 20%. That means if selling price is 25% above cost, that means cost here assumed as 100 plus 25% profit, that means selling price is 125. In this selling price, 25 is the amount of profit. If the 25 is the divided by 25 is the profit, hence it is divided by sales, that is 125 into 100, then the gross profit ratio is 20%. Okay. Next, the analysis and interpretations of the financial statements will reveal: number 1, the profitability; number 2, financial position; number 3, both of the above; and number 4th option, none of the above. And the correct answer is both of the above. That means analysis and interpretation of financial statement will reveal the profitability as well as financial position of particular business or corporation. Next, which of the following is technique of financial statement analysis? First option is common size statement. Second option is comparative statement. Third option is trend analysis. And fourth option is all of the above. And the correct answer is all of the above. That means common size statement, comparative statement, trade analysis are the techniques of financial statement analysis. In this, ratio analysis is also technique of financial statement analysis. Hence, these all are techniques of financial statement analysis. The shareholders' funds consists of first option preference shares, second option equity shares, third option reserves and surplus, and fourth option all of the above. And the correct answer is all of the above. That means shareholder funds is equal to preference share capital plus equity share capital plus reserves and surplus. So total of these three items is called as shareholders funds. Next, which of the following is not included in liquid assets? Number 1, debtors. Number 2, stock. Third option, cash at bank. Fourth option, cash in hand. And the correct answer is stock. That means stock is not liquid asset. Debtors, cash at bank and cash in hand is the liquid asset, because stock is not converted into cash immediately, because stock first sell it in the form of credit sales, then it is converted into debtors, then it is converted into bills receivable, and after that it is converted into cash. Hence, stock is not liquid assets. Thank you.